It's been a minute since we spoke, but I'm back now. Hi guys, it's Zara and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I said I was going to update you guys on how Basic Lab went, and here's the update. I'm going to break this video down into 3 sections: my expectations going into lab, the reality of lab, and answering some questions that you guys have asked. I didn't think I would get so many questions, but combined from my TikTok videos, my YouTube videos, I think my post on Facebook, I compiled all of the questions together to answer them for you guys. Let's get started. So going into Basic Lab, it was exciting because it was like such a big change for me in the nursing program. Nevertheless, I was nervous. I was incredibly scared. I went in thinking it was going to be rigorous, strict. I thought that they were going to expect us to know all the skills from the videos that we had to watch prior to going into lab. That wasn't the case. And also, I didn't think I would make friends in those 4 days, but look, it was so much better than what I expected. So here's how it went. I had so much fun going into lab. All of the instructors were incredibly kind, patient, helpful. They were answering all of our questions. We even played a game. It was like a relay race kind of thing. So the room was split into teams. So we had to don and doff our PPE. My team won, so just saying, we won. Got along with all of my classmates for the most part. There was a few that I didn't exchange words with, but overall we were all fine. But I did make 2 friends that I love them so much. We have our own group chat. We talk every week, just updating each other on what's going on with school. So as for the location, I've never been to Florida before. This was my first time going to Florida. My husband drove. I think I drove on the way maybe for about 20 minutes and then he did everything else. For the location of the building, this is for the Florida location only. I'm only speaking for this. The building is beautiful. The labs, everything is so clean. The bathrooms are so clean. I'm just like, it's beautiful here. And then the restaurants where you can go get food is right around the corner. So it is walking distance, but it's obviously even faster driving. And it's right there. You go to Starbucks, you can get salad. Like, it was like a salad bowl thing. It was really good. The people there are kind. There's Jimmy John's, like the 3 of them are like right besides each other. And I went to each of those on different days. Florida. I don't know what the issue is, but you guys cannot drive. Sorry. I don't get it. You guys are terrible drivers. If anything, you're a little bit worse than New York. Sorry. We do get plenty of breaks and the days actually go by fast. We're in class from, I think, like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now let's answer some of your questions. The first question was, how long are labs? Labs are for 4 days from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Like I said, the first 3 days are us learning the skills that we need to pass skills check off. So it's plenty of skills, but they give you time to practice. You can even practice after class if you want to, but they give us the information needed to pass skills check off. You don't have to worry about that. I was scared that I was gonna have to automatically go in knowing how to do it based off of the videos that they said we had to watch, but you watch those videos all over again in class, so that's what that is. This question says, did you get to practice all the skills at SimLab before skills checkoff? Yes. All the skills that we have to do for our checkoff, we will learn. They do step by step with you. You can record it, all of that stuff. Speaking of recording, they have this is for at least my class, my cohort, they had no issue with us recording. So I was able to get so much content for TikTok and for YouTube. They wanted us to be able to record so we can practice as we got home. And it was never an issue. Like, I recorded around people. I didn't have people on camera, but I recorded the mannequins and myself and they had no issue. What is the difference between SimLab and lab? So SimLab is you go in and your instructors are going to give you and your team a role, like a specific type of nurse that you're going to be. So for example, one nurse can be the medication nurse, one nurse is the assessment nurse, one nurse is the charge nurse, and you go in to SimLab. It seems really intimidating at first, I'm not going to lie, but you go in as a team, so you're not alone, and you're going to have your instructors behind a glass, and it's only one way, so you can only see yourself, but they can see you, and they talk through a mic and it'll come out of the mannequin. They're watching you and they're recording the entire process of how things are done, and then you go in the debrief room and then they show you the footage of what you could have done better. They give you very helpful feedback, so it's not some intimidating thing. It's okay. So the first time I went in, I think I was the documentation nurse, and there were things that we could have done better. So we went on break, we debriefed, we spoke about it, we had lunch, and then we came right back in. And my friend Melanie, the second time around, was the charge nurse and I was the assessment nurse. As I was assessing the nurse, Melanie was calling the doctor, contacting about like any different kinds of medications that we can have prescribed because our patient needed something. All the scenarios are going to be different. And as I was assessing the patient and I was talking to her, making sure she's okay and comfortable, she started to just desat out of nowhere. And we noticed that her O2 sat was in the 80s. So I immediately got her on some oxygen because you are allowed to give 2 liters of oxygen that is not prescribed by a doctor in an emergency situation. So I got her on that, and then we noticed that her sat started going up. As soon as we were done and we went to debrief, we found out that it was a technical difficulty and that was not supposed to happen with the patient. Our instructors were very happy and very proud of us because we acted fast. So that's a good thing. Very proud of my team for that. Next question is, did you feel prepared enough for skills checkoff? The answer is yes. They give us everything that we're gonna need for the first 3 days, and it's just up to you and how much you want it and how many times you're going to practice. I wanted this so badly. I'm like, I'm not coming back to Florida to repeat my basic skills, so I need to get it right the first time. Put myself on a timer to see how long it would take me to do each skill to make sure I don't run out of time. And by then I was good. So you have to perform 3 skills. It all has to be completed within 30 minutes. That is how you pass skills checkoff. Next question. What skills did you have to do for skills checkoff? That is not something I'm allowed to speak about. I don't want to get expelled. I don't want to get in trouble, but I will say you will be prepared enough to pass skills checkoff as long as you continue to practice. We are not allowed to discuss any of the skills that we have done for our skills checkoff. I'm just leaving it at that. I hope I answered your questions. I don't know how long this video is, but yes, that wraps it up for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And click that bell down below so you get notified every single time I upload. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in another video.